Oh heck yeah! So we got this bike. It's Huntington. Oh yeah, baby. It's K2. Who? Oh yeah. It's K2 bike. You know what I mean? It's a cruiser. It's real big. It's real tall. Well, what's the frame size? XLG, baby. You know what I mean? That G. We all know what that means. You be a G riding this thing. Okay, here we go. So I already gave this for a test ride. The whole point of this is like, hell yeah, can we tune this in an hour? You know what I mean? This bike. My brother bought it for $100, you know what I mean? You know, unless there's some craziness that's going on. But anyway, so yes, there is some craziness. There's a lot of friction in this front brake, you know what I mean? So, I don't like it. The rear brake actually doesn't have much friction, and so we are definitely not going to replace that brake cable and housing. Okay, but there's a little discrepancy right there. But anyway, so we definitely are going to replace this brake cable housing, maybe throw a new noodle, figure out why there's so much tension, you know what I mean? Okay, but here's a freebie on me. You know what I mean? Let's kick this baby off, you know what I mean? Get them get those two little things together so you can actually get this cable out of there. And I guess I could have just took that off too. Okay, but what we're looking for, I don't know, is just if you have any kink in here, maybe you can undo that kink. But man, I think all the friction's coming right from that noodle. Look at that. Yep, so identified the friction. So maybe, hell yeah, maybe we don't even need to replace the, you know what I mean, the cable housing. But well, let's just do that right now. I mean, we were gonna go through the whole bike, but screw it. Let's just get on with life. So yeah, we're gonna take that puppet out, and cause what were you saying? Well, you're just gonna try to throw a new noodle in, you know, try to keep all the cable and housing the same. I don't think that's physically possible, cause look how buggered up that is, and you'd have to shorten it. You know what I mean? So cause that's the other thing. Anytime you're working with cables, and I almost see, I need an OCD checklist. Be like, well, before you do that, did you even check to see, what are we checking to see? To see if, you know, this cable needs to be shortened or lengthened or, you know what I mean, something. Whoa, we're just buggering it up. Okay. So is that, so this thing's going to rotate like that. Is this cable too big? You know what I mean? Why go all the way outside all this jazz? Why not go in here? You know what I mean? So here's the stuff you can play around with. It just makes sense. You're just like, well, is it better to do that way? You're like, hell yeah, look, it don't get in the way. There's no pressure on it. And can we shorten it? Sure. See how much extra juice there is there? So yeah, okay, now you can take it out. Thanks for letting me do that. Because it's real informative. And like I said, we only have like an hour, so you should have been done with this little part already. See, now we're just... Why the hell won't that come out? Okay, there we go. Got it out. But yeah, there's no friction in there. So, okay, let's go back to where we wanted it to be. It's on the inside. We're going to pull it tight. And this, I guess, even inside. So we can take out that much. Look at that. Just straighten that cable out. Because see how it comes straight up? You know, it wasn't coming straight up. It was all bowed out to the side. Okay. So I think we get it. So just inside everything. And now, because now we got to be real careful. So we're going to get our cable cutters. But yeah, we got to cut this cable right there. But holy Toledo. You know, we got to make sure it's not getting all buggered. Okay, let's take that off and just never remember to put it back on. Well, no, we're good because, yeah, so this housing is just fine. But no, see, they get kinks in here. I don't know. So I gave you a method to redo this. Oh, no. Yeah, if you got a kink right there, well, hell yeah. We said we were going to shorten this cable by kind of hella anyway. So there's hella. And so at a bike shop, you know what I mean? You know, the customer don't want to pay for cables and housing. They just want a flat rate sometimes, especially for these things. So this is how you can like do, And let's say I only get to spend an hour on this bike. You know what I mean? Well, just do this and, oh, damn it. Got to put a ferrule on. Now, those are 4mm ferrules. Ooh. Okay, running, oh yeah, just cheap as. This is total Yamazon. Okay, they're just super loose ferrules, but no, that's decently tensioned. But, oof. So, you know, this thing is just real buggered up at the end. Now, I don't know. The cables are together, but what I'm getting at is just real hard to re-thread this stuff. So there you go. Am I even doing it right? I feel like I'm forgetting a step, but no, we're holy Toledo, I put it on backwards. Dang it. Okay, we'll get there. Life's doing it three times. At least twice. I'll make every mistake in the book. But that one, I'll make it 20 more times because I could just care less. I just thought it was a funny mistake. You know, you'll catch it. It'll just be like, whoa, look at that mistake. Okay, anyway. So there you go. Get that in there. Get that back on there. Oh. Now what are you doing? Well, we got an oiler. So we can oil. Yeah, I love it. This is just a little WD-40. So we're just going to get a little oiler. And we have to... and this will soften the grease, you know. Especially if there's areas where, like, there's just thick grease in there. This will cut it. All right, let's get to it. Again, I'm going to have to take this one off. Oh, and I just crimped it all to hell. I think it'll still work. Okay, get that in there. All right, so our cable is just so lightly oiled. That'll go a long way. But yeah, hell yeah, there's no friction in there. Yeah, these crimps are so cheap. Okay, there we go. All right. Dry off the oil. Get this in there. See, there's no friction here, so that's what you're like there. There you go. So it should feel no more friction than that. You know, just a little bit more maybe. Okay, get that in there, and then we're gonna tighten this up. We're gonna pull the front wheel off because before we get that, I guess I didn't need to do that. No, what the hell am I doing? Because we get that back in there. Okay. And now we're going to go all the way through to right there. Perfect. And, oh, we need our noodles. Yeah, I bought a lot of these on Amazon. You know what I mean? Yeah. And hopefully they don't have no friction. Maybe they're just awful. But it's going to be maybe real hard. So you got two pieces here. So I would take that piece out. Get this going first, because now you can get it going straight. Because yeah, it's real difficult. Because the end of that cable is kind of fairly. Oh, there's some grease. It's kind of fairly buggered. And then this goes this way. Oh, see, and then it's real hard to actually get that. Oh, why isn't that smooth? Okay. No. Maybe that's when you put in this one. I forget how it works out. Bummer. So maybe there is a method to the madness. Okay, it came through. I don't know how it did it, but it did. Okay, perfect. And yeah, are all these the same? No, is one straighter and one's loopedier? I don't know. Hopefully they're just the same. They're all real loopedy. Look at that. Look at that loopedy. I don't like that, but whatever. But anyway. Oh, so you could even shorten it up more if you wanted to, because it's so loopedy. But no, that looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna get the stool. Get this. Yeah, this is where, I mean, we can't spend too much time doing craziness, but well, let's get some rags, because we'll definitely use some rags today. Two rags. And where's the alcohol? There it is. You know, I actually do see this as a problem down the road. If there's grease on here, you know, where you're trying to actually bite it down, yeah, that could be a royal pain. It could slip. It could slip. Okay, so here to there, and you're gonna seal the deal. Maybe I don't know. So anyway, right there to there, perfect. And just go real easy, hardly crimped, because you don't know if you messed up. Okay, that's hardly crimped. Oh, but see, we can go a little bit more, because when this is in, it should, okay. There you go, because you should be able to pop it out all the time. So we can go a little bit more. Yeah, so I could barely get it in, so that's going to be perfect, I think. You know what I mean? I'm only going to tighten it about 25% though, just in case I'm totally wrong. Oh, and I forgot to put the boot on, but I could care less about those boots. Maybe it's just more friction. Oh, shoot, and what the hell happened here? Oh, no, it's just damn it. Okay, 3. I'm trying to get better at putting those boots on. You know what I mean? So, you know, here's the old boot. I like the look of the old boots, maybe. So we're just going to get the old boot on. Ooh, the old boot don't work. All right, get the new boots. Unless I feel like it's just going to add friction to the system, but, oh, this part don't move at all, so it can't add friction. Oh, get that off there. Get the boot in. Now we're going to try to get that in there. Yeah, so anyway, I've already spent maybe twice as much time because I kind of made, you know, even just making simple little errors. I mean, if you consider a bike tune-up like a pit stop, hell yeah. Like, even just doing this 100 times. Yeah, we almost got to get it to there. Holy Toledo. Yeah, that boot's way too big. Ah, man, I wish I didn't use this boot at all. Okay, that sucks. I'm just going to say screw the boot. I don't like to put them on anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah, those boots are so long. And this just won't, well, I don't know. There you go. Anyway, so that was a waste of 2 minutes because we were just yeah, that made no sense. But I guess we learned a little bit about those boots. The ones you get from Amazon are too long. All right, get that in there. All right, 25%. See where we're at. Got to go hella. Probably overshot it. No, we might be pretty good. So that's actually pretty good. So we're going to tighten it down. Yeah, and that's a perfect amount of tension. Do I want less tension? I mean, you want to be able to adjust it, so sure, just a little bit less tension. Just in case something goes wrong, you know what I mean, with the brake, you can always tension it here. See how I can tension it there? And then that's hella tension. Okay. But is that too loose? No, like I said. So yeah, you're dialing some things in. Okay, final answer on that. Holy Toledo. And let's get a crimpity crimp. And we got to be done with this. Now I would just crimp. Literally, I don't think this thing's coming. Just get some needle nose pliers. I think this is literally the best. But I do like a 1, 2, 3. I come in not too close to the end, else you'll bugger up that end, and then double up just next to it, and then I just put my signature sauce. And this is good because then, you know what I mean? Just like one little. I don't know. Do you think that's a signature enough where I could tell it I did it? I have no idea. But that thing literally, it ain't coming off. Now, should I try to pull it off? See, I just can't get it off. Okay. That brake's, let's see, is it towed in? Yeah, it's hella towed in on that side. But anyway, but I do have to adjust it on this side. Damn it. Okay, that's all right though. Yeah, just use leverage when you're working with these, because else you'll just hurt your fingernails. Whoa. Couple of them. Okay, so we're gonna come in here. Hopefully we're recording. Yeah, 15 minutes. Holy Toledo. That's why I just can't work at a bike shop. You're just like, well, it took you 15 minutes just to do that. All right, let's crank this up and you know, get it just a little bit up, a little bit towed in, and seal the deal. Okay, so how's that? Now put them back and just say, hey, we're good. And because especially with brakes, you're like, whoa, I didn't tow it in worth a damn. It was almost the opposite. So I'm gonna have to, that one's towed in too much though. Yeah, so both these are just totally crazy. All right, so get them flush. Yeah, anyway, I think just like get them, well, because you never know if they're going to be, so yeah, if you just get them flush and then tighten them down, because you're going to have to redo these things like 3 or 4 times anyway. So you might as well, you know what I mean, get them flush. Because even up and down, you might want to adjust that. Okay, so there you go. So now you might just be able to, oh, whoops, get that in there, what the hell. Okay. I guess get that off there. Okay, so that's what the brakes are going to look like. Final answer. Okay, and they're not towed in at all. So there you go. I'm just going to say if they squeak, they squeak. But yeah, I would rather have them flush. What the hell's going on? Okay, so we need to tighten that one. But I like to undo them both. Especially if because these springs will just have too much tension on them. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, and let's see if that. Okay, that did it, but that was like almost too much. So now we're just gonna back it off a 1/4. What the hell? Okay, get that in there. Whoa. Okay, perfect. All right, so where the hell's that noise coming from? Anyway, whoa, is this tire all buggered up? What's that piece of lace? I don't know. Anyway, okay, but those oh shoot, and that's the thing is like when your brakes, when you don't tighten your brakes down, you gotta actually reef on those just a little bit. You know what I mean? Okay, perfect. We're gonna be final answer on these brakes, so. Yeah, and I'd scream them down. This is the only thing that can actually move on a bike, and they literally can. But yeah, I would scream those things down. I don't get where it's rubbing. I guess it's rubbing right there, and it's because those things are not they're not towed in, they're heeled in. So damn it. Okay, so we're gonna have to redo this one. But that's why you don't want to spend too much time on these brakes, because okay, so get it flush and then get it kind of towed in, and then get it tightened. All right, tighten final answer. Let's see if that did anything. Whoops. Gotta get that in there. Now, are they towed in at all? Yeah, I'd say there's at least equal gap, so that's looking good. The gap there. See, this one's the same. Damn it. I mean, yeah, it at least has to be just a little bit flared towards the toe in. You know what I mean? You at least need that. Can't be the opposite. Okay, so let's see. Where's our gap there? I don't know why that thing just keeps flipping out. Okay, so big gap there, little gap there. Damn it. So sometimes you just have to do this by hand, you know what I mean? Just there you go. Because we knew it was flush. All right, now those gaps should be the same. The other thing to look at is make sure these are the same level. It's better if they're totally this way, but that's fine. They're up. That don't make it better, but... All right, still a huge gap in the front. Man, it's hard to round these out. I mean, they're supposed to be able to, you're supposed to be able to move these brakes, you know what I mean, this way and that way. But damn. Well, whew. Okay, this is why you want to do, like, if you're going to adjust these brakes, do it 1,000 times, and, so where do we want it? I mean, you want it basically flush straight across, there you go, and then you want it, towed in a little bit. Okay, so is that noticeably towed in? Is it towed in at all? I'd say it's the best we're going to get because we were no toe in, and then this is actually just barely maybe. But it's just a little bit tall too, so we got to bring it down just a fraction. Okay, and then this one, same deal. We're trying to come in at a flat angle. See, this brake pad like literally won't rotate that direction. That's why it's just such a bugger. It won't toe in worth a damn. Okay, is it too low? You don't want it too high to rub on the tire itself. And it's just so interesting. I have this loosened, but it won't even like move in here. It's absolute insanity. All right, there you go. There's some toe in. Perfect. Okay. All right, final answer. Is that too much? Yeah, that's hella towed in now. Okay. So you just got to relax it out. Okay, now where we're at. Now it's not towed in at all. There you go, just slightly towed in. But it is why I don't mind spending, well, see, and then that's a big gap. That's real big gap. And all your braking surface is just going to be right. I almost want it just more flush because, whoa. If this is going this direction, oh, damn it. Oh, no. It's going this direction. Yeah. If it's going this direction, yeah, let's get that off there. Whoa, that's so far off, damn it. So I definitely got it towed in, but just hella. Okay, let's try to get a little pressure on that back. Okay, yeah, that moves the gap in just a little bit. But it's so interesting taking like 20 minutes just to figure out how to tow in some brakes. But if you don't, you're just gonna do it awful every time. See, that's like way towed in. So it's just like, can you come up to this brake and be like, okay, it's there, but then I just want to just get it just a little bit. So we're just gonna tighten it just a little bit. And okay, I can tell where it is, so that's good. And yeah, I can still tell where it is. And tighten it down, perfect. So then that should have just the perfect amount of tow. So it hits there and it's not hitting there, just barely. So that's going crazy, but see, even there, it's like, it's a little, maybe it's too much towed in. But I don't know if I can loosen it and then actually see over there. There you go. So yeah, I can see right there. I'm gonna tighten it. Okay, perfect. So it's just barely towed in. There you go. So those last two, that last minute, that last 30 seconds even, was exactly what I needed to do once. Come up to this, and it's just got a slight toe. Come up to this one, it's got a slight toe. But then guess what? Who knows if it's adjusted that way? That way is perfect. All right, so this brake is absolutely, literally, perfectly adjusted. I definitely hella tightened it. We'll just do this. Perfect, just a little bit more. Get this in here. We're going to check. So yes, there might be a time in my life where I can just walk up to it and get that perfectly adjusted just with those last two adjustments, because that's such a good looking brake. It feels amazing. You know what I mean? It's perfectly towed in. It's going to use all the brake pad service because it's just barely towed in, and it just feels awesome. And the springs are equally tensioned, basically. Basically, I would say basically. Yeah, good enough for me. And okay, all right, so we did it. The front part of the back is completely kind of separated from the rear part, so we are going to just fully tighten this thing. Well, so how's this? Yeah, if you want to get the loving. No, we're gonna take this wheel off. What the hell am I doing? Yeah. Holy Toledo. All right, getting hot. And oh, we gotta check batteries. Catch you on the flip side. Oh hell yeah! Welcome back. All right, this thing on top of my head. We're gonna take this this wheel off. And oh yeah, we gotta take this out. It's probably just gonna fall down now. Nope. Okay, here we go. And is there anything else kind of holding this wheel in that I'm not familiar with? Oh, is it just caught on that brake? What the hell? What the hell? What's up? What's up? Does it have like a safety catch? Is the frame all just buggered to hell? Oh, interesting. Maybe that is a safety catch. Maybe you have to. What the hell's going on here? See, yeah, see, it's not, see how it's not going through that little gap. That's craziness. So I'm going to, all I did, see, you think everything's rigid, but look at this. You can pull these apart just with finger tension. You know what I mean? You can pull them apart just a little bit. Anyway, okay, so if you take off a wheel, treads go in that direction. So we're good there. Holy Toledo. Well, let's just be one and done with this. So, I mean, this is my secret sauce. I do that. Get a little bit right there. Hell yeah, that goes a long way. Dab it off. And there you go. Throw. How the hell do these go? Jeez. Okay, that direction. And, okay, perfect. So we're going to fill up that oiler because we're just going to get a little, just two little beads in there. Hell yeah, that's plenty. And, yeah, we're going to give this thing the royal treatment. And so here, we're gonna fill up this oiler. Just a little WD-40. All right, it's kind of like filling up shampoo. Oh, there's plenty of WD-40 in there. I don't know why it's not coming out. Okay, we'll figure it out. But yeah, just getting some WD-40 just right in there, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Do the other side. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, you can come in with some alcohol if you want, you know what I mean? Get that lever just nice and not oily. Okay, that thing's hella ready to go. Okay, so coming in here, these are the same. We're gonna check the hub. Now, it's just a little tight, so, I mean, this is something you can't do in an hour. You wouldn't have done this in an hour anyway. You just would have moved on. You would have been like, well, no, let's do it. So I'll show you what you would actually do if you were going to do an hour tune. Shoot, that brake took basically half hour, which was crazy. But their front brake's going to be badass. You know what I mean? So let's say I just do one more thing on this bike. Whoa. Oh, damn it. Let's see, I need a 13. 13 and a 15 if I got it. Not there. Yeah, I only have like one 15. There's a 15. Yeah, so I could get another 15. That would be nice to have. Okay, but yeah, there you go. 13. Oh, it's 13 and 17 anyway. I had it. Anyway, you're just going to come to one side. And, hell yeah, just make sure it's tight. That side's tight. You're going to come to this side. But what are we doing? Well, it's too tight. There's too much friction. So actually, you're going to come in here with two 13s. Do I have... What the hell? I should have two 13s. Okay, there's a 13. There's a 13. Yeah. Hell yeah. You want to loosen the hub just real fast? Here's the 2 seconds. You get a 13 on that side, 13 on that side. And then try to just... But these were so screaming on there tight, so that method ain't gonna work. So yeah, you literally have to loosen one side. Because these are just screaming tight, damn it. Who put this together? Okay, but now you don't have to untighten it that much. So now I'm just gonna go back to normal tight. Okay, so that's normal tight. Get my 13s. And now do it. Grab the 13s in the middle, and now we're just loosening both 13s. See how I was able to loosen that? And then this hub just loosens right up. Hell yeah. There's still no play in it. So we could loosen it up till there's just a touch of play. Hell yeah. Now their wheel's just going to spin so much more freely. So at the end of the day, this is all you would do as a bike mechanic. You would just come in and get that hub spinning. And there's still no play, but you could call it right there because it was overly tight for maybe its whole life, there's going to be some pitting. You know, those bearings are going to make definitely a groove if it was so friggin' tight. But look at that. Now it just spins. But we're crazy. And, well, no. Are we crazy or not? Do we think that's a well-greased hub in there? I think so. This bike just has no use on it. And this was the tune. I got to get better at not getting OCD. Booyah. So you did it. That's all you need to do. So we're done with the front hub. And we can do the rear. Else, if I go OCD, this bike's going to take 4 hours. And you can't charge that. Okay. So the wheel goes that direction. Lever goes on the left. But just those small things, you know what I mean? Of like making their quick release lever feel good. But at the end of the day, a bike like this, the customer's never even gonna do their quick release. But they might do their front one to get their bike in the car. Okay, lever on left, except if you're looking at the bike in reverse, and then the lever's on the right. And this thing is crazy. There you go, it popped it in. It's not a safety catch that I can't get this wheel in, it's just the fork's kind of all badgered. All right, I always put the bike on the ground and then do this. Okay, perfect. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, I usually come in with some sandpaper on the brake pads, but I just don't think this bike has any wear and tear at all. So I don't think those brake pads need to be sandpapered at all. So no OCD here. And we're gonna, but you would have, the second you take out a wheel with V-brakes, come in here with your cool tool and then sandpaper those brake pads. It gives fresh braking surface for that first one. But here's the other thing you can do. This one's a real good one. And it only takes 2 seconds. So you come in here, get some alcohol right there, and hell yeah, their first hour of braking will just be awesome. So do that. But this bike's real clean anyway. But flip it over. But yeah, it all helps. I would not clean a bike, because even if you soap and water a bike, this grime is still going to live right on the rim, and their braking's still going to be grimy. So instead of cleaning the bike, and you could, you know what I mean, the places you could come in is just right at the hub, you know, make their hub shine. Just do this like 3 or 4 times. And yeah, it'll make it look like you just washed the bike. Perfect. Okay, done and done. And then yeah, hell yeah, that braking is just going to be badass. We shortened the cable. We didn't have to replace anything. So we didn't have to charge this customer any more money. But man, their brake, it just feels awesome. Now I'm just glad this rear brake feels awesome. But see how this cable goes down and under all this crap? I guess it has to, but no, it doesn't. You know, you could still go this direction and it could still pop out the side. So because it's crimped right there, that is something that we could do. And I'll show you how to do that in 2 seconds. So well, let's just see. Unless the rear brakes are just perfect. Hell no, they're not. And the spring tension is just garbage. Let's get the spring tension fixed first before we do anything. Oh, I hate these things. They just hurt your fingers trying to get them off. Okay, there we go. All right, so we need hella spring tension on this side. This is like all the way loose. You're basically just gonna go all the way tight. And let's see, where are we at? Okay, that's too much. I don't know, do you think I can back it off? Like I was saying, is like, I don't know, I like to take a... Yeah, I would say you could back these off easier than you could screw them in. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good gap. Anyway, what the hell you were saying? Well, I was saying, hell yeah, we could probably... Oh, damn it. And I don't have a 4. I lost my 4. Man, but it's a 5 anyway. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna take this off. And we're gonna reroute it. So perfect. We're gonna do them a hell of a favor, because it's gonna get rid of this crimping. See how this is just all crimped out? And so we're gonna go this direction. Hell yeah. And now that's gonna straighten that. And I don't know, if you think this is an issue, well, you know, then you can just redo it. So this is something where I don't know, you do you. But like I said, if you only have an hour on this bike and all we do is the brakes, that's fine. We're gonna safety check everything else. In the bike industry, you can't do it all. But see, this is what, it always gets crimped right there. That's crazy. Because of, like I said, bad design. So then you come in here and then you cut that. Hell, that looks real good. Well, let me cut it one more time. Close your eyes when you do that, though. You just get a piece right in your eyeball. Okay, let's get the ferrule on first. Okay, booyah, booyah. So now, you know, and if you have like a mechanical, I mean, not a mechanic, but just like, if you're just thinking of everything, you can see these things. And if you can see me do it once, you're like, yeah, see, now that's totally straight. And that's coming in there. Just one more piece. Even this piece is kind of buggered up, but it's fine. And what are we going from here to there? Oh, I guess that front brake, we did put a new noodle on, you know. But yeah, that cost me $1, that noodle. So we're going to see how this noodle is. Oh, shoot. There we go. Do I like this noodle? Well, let's put it right next to a new noodle. You know what I mean? So let's get a new noodle and see if there's any friction difference. I'm so curious. If it's just a $1 noodle. Okay, that noodle feels real good. That noodle feels okay. Does this noodle feel better? It does. Just barely though. Just so barely better. But I'm gonna save those. No, those noodles are garbage anyway. Anyway, I don't know. Now these are Yamazon for $1. Yeah, they're probably terrible. They're probably just rust in like the next hour. But I don't know. Okay, let's get that in there. This goes there. Perfect. Okay, and it's going to the brake. And we're going through here. Oh, see, like right now, though, we can just put an end cap on that crap. Just so it don't fray. And then we'll be done. But yes, this does not consider, this is not tuning. You know, the things that you can do tuning are just like, hey, if it's bent right there, you know, just kind of like try to bend it back and then move on. You know what I mean? So if you're cranking these bikes out, that's what you do as a mechanic. You don't do this. You'll get fired. No one can afford someone putting this extra effort in like this. So, you know, as a high up mechanic, you know what I mean? If you're just like, well, I know I've seen me do this in 5 minutes, so I got an extra 5 minutes on this bike, and I'm going to spend this 5 minutes doing this. You know what I mean? So this is where you're going to shine. Okay, and then here, hell yeah. Let's, anytime you take the rear wheel off, just go right, whoop. I'm pulling on that brake. Shouldn't do that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to drop this rear wheel out. If you drop the rear wheel out, just put it in that lowest gear. That makes sense. Now, I haven't checked the chain. We don't have to do that now, though. But I guess we're going to, since I'm just halfway there. I love when I can just put a new chain on. This is like, hell yeah. It's my favorite thing. What the hell? Okay. But yeah, we're at past 75. Perfect. So we'll get a new chain on this. And I like to go to the bike shop. It's always just fun to go to the bike shop. You know, to be like, hell yeah, I'm tuning bikes. I mean, it is. It's a little ego trip. But I just, there's no way I could, maybe someday, if I got my circadian rhythms, yeah, I could go down there. What are they going to pay me? 15 bucks an hour? You know what I mean? No, it's good. Do your civil service. You know, I could make 15 bucks an hour here and spend hella time, you know what I mean? At the bike shop, you got to go twice as fast, do half as much work, you know, just to make 15 bucks an hour. So I like doing this. Okay, but we are going to take this tool, and now, yeah, these brake, but they're different than the front ones. But yeah, we just come in here. You just sand a little bit. Get a fresh surface. And it's good, works on your dexterity, multi-dexterousness. Heck yeah. All right. Now those brake pads are a little hot. Nah, I bet you they're just fine. Okay, same thing though. You know what I mean? We'll tackle that brake once we get there, but we're coming in here. This is a freewheel, so this just ratchets on. But yeah, it feels good, how's the hub? Oh, we got to get this crap off there. Oh, and look at this. This is towards the right, that's towards the right. The lever's on the wrong side. So lever always goes on the left. So you know, you can throw it on there. It's just I don't know why. I would probably get in the way of the derailleur. I don't know. It's just a newbie mistake. That is all. But yeah, same game on this. You know what I mean? Get some grease going. I mean, it's already well greased, just right on the end there, though, so we'll get that. Booyah. Get this back on. Yeah, we'll do the oil just a little bit. All right, and it's like probably way too much, so just get it in there, dab it off. Hell yeah, grab your alcohol. Okay, get your hands clean. Booyah, so that's done. And now we need to check this hub. It's feeling pretty good. I'm gonna say the last bolts were hella tight, so I'm just gonna assume that's hella tight. But are we gonna adjust it at all? I don't think so. It feels great, actually. I mean, I could loosen it, but why? So I'm just gonna do a little safety check. At least check the tightness of here. That is doing your due diligence. So you need a 15 and then that 17 again. All right, so 15 goes right here and then 17. But these were so screaming tight anyway. Hell yeah, those are just hella screaming tight. Okay, so this wheel is gonna stay true for a hella long time. All right, we'll do our thing. Just get a little alcohol. Make it look like you wash the back just by cleaning the inside of the hub. It's basically the only place I touch. This is how I know I tune the back, kind of my little signature. Hell yeah. Okay, perfect. And now lever goes on the left. Oh. One little place to put grease. I love this little grease gun. It's a little hard to push in, but not too bad. There you go. 2 little dollops in there. And it'll just make your lever work so much better. And you can get more tension on it. That's the thing. You can reef on your lever, get plenty of tension, but then it's just easy to undo. Hell yeah. Okay, we're done with this. But if you did take off the rear wheel, yeah, do those 2 things. But I also would kind of wipe down. So we're going to come in here. A little more alcohol. Hope I don't get sick. I don't like breathing this stuff. This is the only time that I would actually, come in here, because it's real hard to clean those insides. But hell yeah. So yeah, just around the brakes. No one's going to see that fender. That fender can stay dirty for days. I don't know, and maybe that's overkill. We're gonna come in with our little screwdriver, but there's no junk on this. This bike's brand new. This is great, and it's probably actually put together pretty well. But even like right now, we can push this in, get some tension in this cable. We can take this off, just real easy, and we can just check yeah, that's good to go. But even like right now, I can get a little oil going. And yeah, definitely get that thing. Heck yeah. All right, so that's good. That's good. And see right here, there's such a long derailleur cable, but it's all right. Check this out. No, I can't get past that joint. So, but I can at least check. Let's wipe off the hands. Take the derailleur cable here and then just push it and see if there's any tension. And I'm feeling pretty decent, but because oil runs downhill, you could just try to get a little, that might have been too much, but yeah, it kind of ran down into there, so that oil is going to run downhill, and maybe it finds its way and loosens that, really just prevents corrosion. So there you go. But I do like the WD-40 oiler. I like it better than Tri-Flow. Tri-Flow I can't stand the smell of. WD-40's all right, just in small quantities. Okay, push your derailleur in, because that reduces that tension, and then get that back here. This is the first time I've actually done that. Yeah, if you get the wheel off, there's things that you can do like right now that are just super useful. With that wheel in there, it's actually really hard. You can't push it up because you got the cassettes in the way. So it's really hard to actually get these things in. And we just checked the tension, and we oiled that chain. Hell yeah. So that is what should go into an adjustment. You know what I mean? Even if you don't take your derailleur off and then adjust the alignment of the derailleur. You can always, if you took the wheel off, hell yeah, sandpaper there, and then just do exactly what I did there. So this will be like the 2-hour tune that at some point in your life, you know, I should be able to get down in an hour. But for now, that front brake took me 25 minutes. That was insane. Maybe half hour. Okay, so get that down in there, and perfect. Just set it to forget it. And I don't know, we're gonna come this way. You want this vertical, but if it hits this triangle, I'm gonna say that's okay too. Okay, that's nice and firm. Might be extra firm, but like I said, who the hell is gonna take these off? Not this customer. But this customer's my brother, so he probably will. I'm just treating this bike like, you know, who would actually ride this bike? Okay, well, that one's not too clean no more. Okay, so rear brake now. Yep, we definitely have to tackle this. So I'm going to go tension off. Can we do this just like we did the front one, but do it in 2 seconds? So you get the tension off. You can even get this the hell out of there. And it's too low, so we're gonna come in high, and then we're gonna check kind of the angle. You know, even though the brake pads are flush, you know, the angle of these, if you make this a 90-degree angle, it'll work a lot better. And it'll flatten itself out, okay? So just like right there. So see how that's like more of a 90? And this is an upward angle? Well, yeah, they're designed where like, yeah, the brake pads ain't flush, but yeah, you can make that 90. So we're gonna do that on this one. See how we got, if we were looking this way, we got a nice 90-degree angle. And we can even go just a little bit more 90 on this. So just nice and, it's perpendicular this way. This is perpendicular to the rim. Okay, perfect. And then we'll toe in just a little. So that was kind of just a little too much. Okay, perfect. So that's towed in ever so slightly. And then just effing crank. I was going to say a swear word. Saved $1.50. Okay. Okay, and then crank it. Okay, so that's perfectly vertical. Now look at it. The brake pad ain't flush, but that's fine because the brake pad will wear up there, and then it'll wear flush at some point. You know what I mean? Even if you run through more brake pads, but just the fact that that's at a perpendicular angle is just hella more strong. Okay, so toe in is this way. Just slightly towed in. Okay, that's the same. And give it that F. Okay, yeah. And if you get enough tension on it, then you can move it back and forth. You know, you can rotate it without, you know, loosening it. All right, now it might be too high. That's perfect. Damn it, that's just going to be just a little bit too high for my taste. I don't know, let's spin the wheel. Yeah, damn it, it's just going to be just a touch too high for my... I don't think so, though. Let's see. Whoops. I'm going to say that never hits the tire. But if you have the ability to do that same thing over, that's the thing. It's just like, well, you did it once, so can you just bring it down just a smidgen and then toe it in again? Okay, it's brought down. It's this brake pad's so much shorter, so it's just a lot easier to adjust. And then rotate it. Okay, it's lower, but not too low. But actually, it's going to wear out. Both these are going to wear out pretty fast. So now that's too low. So this is the craziness. This is why I get pretty talented at this stuff, but never can I let my OCD just be okay. And then, okay, so there you go. Same thing that's towed in, just perfect. Tighten it. I think that's like almost in the same spot. I think it's just like too low. All right, come back to that first one. Then we just need to check, is it too high? Nope, it's perfect. Okay. But we haven't put the springs on. You never know, it might just be total garbage now. So yeah, does it look way too high now? No, but it feels high, but it's gonna go down. And like I said, after it wears out, it's gonna go down, but damn it, I almost feel like it's gonna hit. And there's hardly a middle ground in there. But this is holding its toe real good, so it's so I don't mind messing around with this one. Okay, not too low, not too high. Perfect. Okay, there you go. Well, let's get that final tight. I think it already is. I think I rotated it, so. Okay, perfectly rotated, perfectly tight. Whoa, that was intense. Now I'm gonna take off the, well, I don't know, what should we do? What should we do? Just kind of throw it in. Make sure everything is in line because you don't want that popping out. And yeah, it's fully tight. And that's fully tight. And then so I would come just to like right there. Whoa, 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 we gotta get this one. Just barely tighten it because you need to see, yep, so that's too much. Whoops. Okay, that's getting close. I'd say that's pretty much there. So we're gonna tighten it just a little bit more. See if you can take this off. That's important, and you can. And all right, that's towed in real well. Spring tension's decent. There's too much spring tension on that right side. Oh, so let's just increase the spring tension over here. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's too much spring tension here now. Oh, that wasn't in. That wasn't in place. Okay, whoops. All right, how we doing? Too much spring tension on this side. So, yeah, we tightened this, but then we loosened it a bunch. So, there you go. Tighten that back up. Man, this gets always kicked out. There you go. Okay, plenty of spring tension there. Now, can I tighten this? I don't know. Sometimes it don't want to tighten while there's spring tension on it. All right, that's so much better. Well, just need a little bit more spring tension here. And how you can tell you got the right amount of spring tension too is the gap. See how this one doesn't release? There's no gap after you break in. It doesn't like come away from the rim at all. So you want that to be equal. So it touches the rim and then pops away from the rim at the same distance. And still, this one's just a little behind. And yeah, I guess you are, you know, this lever is pushing against all that spring tension. You know what I mean? So, I think that's okay. So you could reduce the spring tension. Ideally, the strongest brake would be you just barely have any spring tension in here. So let's do that. Like, that would be interesting. You know, go the extra mile of like kicking these things out. So you're gonna back this off. Half, 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 and then you're going to back this off half, half, half. So now there's less spring tension. Shoot, this always falls out. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so now the brakes are easier to do. So, you know, whoever's your customer base, yeah, just because you're like trying to tighten just to like get them, you know, so they're, you know, you barely need any friction to pull them apart. So now the brake works real good. The brake pads still pull away from the rim, and we're towed in. Oh, okay, so we need to true this wheel. How about this wheel? Now this one's just money, honey, you know what I mean? So we'll just go around and make sure the spokes are halfway tight. You know what I mean? You know, they're not screaming tight, but that's fine. Actually, properly tensioned spokes aren't that tight, especially on a front wheel where they're evenly distributed. Now this rear wheel, these spokes are straighter, so these are going to be way tighter than these spokes on that side. So we're just going to go around. But this is cool. This is where we're going to use that derailleur alignment gauge, because hell yeah, you can, here I'm going to use this one. So we're going to take off the derailleur. Kind of have to hold the derailleur in place so it just don't cross thread and you're not buggering up the threads. Put the derailleur down there. Now here's a great way to grease. Just like throw a dollop right there. Wing it around. Hell yeah. And then this, yeah, derailleurs, man, just go real easy, because you got to find flat. For the first like 6 threads, just they better go easy. Okay, there you go. All right, let's get this. Now, man, I need to put new wheels on this. The design of these wheels, I mean, they're just crap. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's my only thing. I like the Harbor Freight stool. You can lower it and you can raise it and do all that kind of stuff. But the wheels, it's the wheels. Okay, so now this wheel's out of true. So we want to go right to the reflector. And any adjustments that we make, we're going to make right at this reflector. So there you go. We take the reflector. Oh, and the crazy thing is there's so much crap on this, so I got to do it like this. So you throw this little rubber thing right there, get it to where you need it, and then pull this out to there. And now you come back up here, upstairs, and now you can push this to there, and you'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I need to push this derailleur alignment gauge in, and you know, half the distance, you know what I mean? So we might have done it too much. Pop this out, come back down to here, and there's where we were. Oh, so what the hell? Okay, this just pops in and out right there. So you know what I mean? We'll do that. We'll do that. Oh, okay, perfect. Just caught right there. Okay, come back down here. Now we're going to push this in the extra distance, because that's how much we moved it. Okay, and so now pop this back. Come up here. And then push it in, and hell yeah. Well, see, now it's almost too far. Yeah, there you go. So maybe that splits the difference. Come back here. And yeah, see, so that's perfect, because now we'll push this just like that. Okay, it's just about flush. So this is why this tool is nice, because if you just have a ton of garbage in the way, it's really hard to get your derailleur. See, that's perfect. Okay, now we're gonna come in at you know, probably this angle over here. Okay, there you go. So, and then we'll go 90 just to right here. Oh, so yeah, so we need to push it in this way. All right, so now we'll recheck over here, because we think we pushed it in just a little bit. Sure, we did. So there you go. So that's how far we pushed it in. Come over here and then check it. But you can do so it's perfect. That's great. So you can do this when the wheel's not true, because you're just going off one point. I'm just going off where that reflector is. So just push that into there. And then we're gonna come right down here and then see where we're at. Okay, we need to pop this one just out just a little bit. Okay, so that's the new spot right there with a little bit of a gap. There's the new spot, no gap. So we're gonna have to just pop it out just a little bit. Oh no, I think it's the other way. Holy Toledo. Pop it in. All right, so we need to reset this one, because I forget what direction I was going. Okay, so that's flush, pop it out, come down here. Oh, it's not flush, so it's not too far off, but there you go. Okay, so if that's newly flush, so we're gonna get that flush. Come up here. And it should be perfect. Yep, perfectly flush. Okay, and let's check, I guess check over here one more time. See, it should just be, well, I guess there's that much gap. There's no gap. So we're gonna have to come in just a little bit. Okay, a little bit of gap there. I'm looking right there, perfect. Okay, all right, I'm gonna call that good. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna true this wheel. So we're gonna use our derailleur alignment gauge. We're gonna come down here and hell yeah. Okay, we're right at that 30% mark. That was another over half hour. So yeah, we're basically 1 hour in, but we didn't have to true the front wheel, but we're gonna true the next wheel. But we're pretty darn close. All right, catch you on the flip side. All right, heck yes, we are back, and we're gonna true a wheel with the derailleur alignment gauge. So before you ever buy a true stand, just buy a derailleur alignment gauge. Okay, so here's the valve stem. We're tight, we're loose around this thing. Oh, we're tight, not now, and we're loose again. So we got a few spots. So we're almost perfect there. We're loose, but then we're tight again, and then we're just loose right before the valve stem. And because these spokes are all tight as hell on the right side, well, we want to also just make sure the wheel is pretty centered in the frame. You know, so if you come over here and look there, is the gap about the same? Sure, I can't tell any difference, but what I'm going to do is I want, instead of pulling all the, to get rid of this gap, I need to tighten these more. So do these need to be tightened more? That's the question. I don't think so. I think well, okay, so wherever it hits right here, I'm just gonna tighten this side, okay? And it's righty-tighty if you're looking at the spoke nipple, so I turn it this way. But if you're looking from this side, if I want to tighten this spoke, see, look at this. If I tighten, see how it's rubbing? If I tighten this spoke by pulling on it, it pulls the wheel to that side. So any truing vehicle, video, if they don't just show you by squeezing two spokes and tightening them, look, that's what you're doing. So if you want to put this much tension, you can move the wheel that much farther over. Just by tightening these two spokes evenly, you can do that if you wanted to. And then if you want to tighten these two spokes evenly, you can do that. So even with two hands, you can grab 4 spokes and see what tightening them would do. So anyway, but when you do tighten them, it's lefty, so I got to go lefty. I'm going to go almost a half turn. Okay, so we did half turn, and that's where those were, and we'll go not quite a half turn. We'll do quarter turn. Okay, so now I'm just visually looking at that distance. Okay, so here we're going to do, yeah, almost a half turn there. And because that spoke was fairly loose. Because these spokes are going to be looser over here. So those are the ones to actually tighten first. Okay, and a couple more. Just quarter turn on this. Because we're tapering it out. So wherever the heavy needs to be, yeah, do what you need to do. So even just that, just by off that, we took the, and it's like almost just good to go. But we'll come in here and see if, you know, how much more we need to do. And again, are these spokes, yeah, these spokes are screaming tight on that side, so we're going to, oh, so that yeah, if you're thinking that these spokes are too tight, oh, we're so good though, we could just basically stop. Yeah, so right here, if we thought these spokes were too tight, well, let's loosen them by righty-loosey. And we're talking just a real little amount. But because these spokes are vertical, they also don't move the wheel that much. Now I got to remember where I'm at. So there's the valve stem. But hell yeah, we did it. Perfect. And I'm going to call that good. And we paid attention to the tightness of the spokes. Hell yeah. So they're just nice. And well, let's get the derailleur back on. And then let's clean up this rim. And then we'll have a fresh... Yeah, then we're just down to shifting. And so, yeah, I'll be impressed if I can do this under 2 hours. Just because I'm hella OCD. And we already greased that little thing once. Damn it, I'm going to grease it again, though. Hell yeah. So I guess there's no reason to grease it the first time. But there you go. So we're going to get this derailleur on. You got to pop out that thing. Okay, And there's only kind of a couple things to pay attention to when you're putting on a derailleur. One is like, well, maybe 3 things. All right, get this in the lowest gear because it just makes the derailleur a lot closer. Yeah. Get it aligned up. You know, get the chain where you need to be. And then catch those first threads just real easy. Back, like go forward and back just to make sure, you know, and then look at it. And then make sure you're, because it takes about 3 or 4 threads to actually feel like you got it. And then you got this B tab right there, or whatever this tab is. So sometimes it's a screw, but that B screw's got to go up and over that lip. This is your derailleur hanger. So there's a catch right there for the derailleur to rest against. And you could just totally screw yourself over by tightening and then pushing pressure on that B screw or that cheap little lip on these cheap derailleurs. Okay, but just make sure that's flush too. But anyway, that don't do much. It just holds the derailleur just kind of in a certain position. Okay, perfect. So now we're good to go. Let's clean up that rim. Grab a fresh surface, a little alcohol. Hell yeah, and we're just shooting for the rim right now. Well, I don't know. I guess we can clean both sides because they're hella dirty. So then we're going to do that, come to the other side. I don't think I went all the way around on the... Man, we might do this a couple times. So yeah, if you're not going to wash the back, kind of cleaning the rims, that's a good thing to do. And yeah, soap and water, it might not clean this up. Well, I don't know, alcohol is not a very good cleaner either for grease. Actually, soap and water would. I just don't want to introduce all that water into here. But yeah, that is real gross. But yeah, we're spending a couple minutes on this, and it'll go a long way, even though you have to kit like every little side. All right, come to the other side. Try to just hit the bad spots. All right, I mean, good enough, but we got to go back and clean up the rim. Basically, what we were trying to do is just clean up the rim so the braking is nice and clean. So there you go. Get it wet, get it clean, flip it over, get it wet with alcohol, get it clean. Hell yeah. Now that and lubing your chain is stuff you can do like every day. Okay, but I do got to go to the bike shop. What's this? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speed chain. I swear I bought one. So hell yeah, well, let's do this. I'm going to show you the whole process. We're not even going to click off, you know. Even if you're in a bike shop, you got access to a computer. The second you have a question, go look it up, because I bought this chain. I just don't know if it's 8 speed or 9 speed or what. I think it's a 9 speed and I need to go to the store, but it's a Shimano. No, I don't know. No, is it? Yeah, I bought a Shimano chain. I don't like them, but anyway, because I bought 2 of them. But this is a HG40. Shimano HG40, and even that, it took too long to get here. All right, HG40, Amazon. Well, they're not going to tell me what's... HG4, damn it, HG Sporty Speed. HG40, 6 to 8 speed chain. All right, HG40. All right, I'm going to call it final answer. Perfect, because it's the HG40. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay, but I hate these quick links. This is the last Shimano chain I'm going to buy. I don't know. Maybe it's the way to go. I'm just used to SRAM, so they got me hooked. So anyway, but if you're going to remove a chain, same thing. What's the things you can do? So here's the smallest gear, here's the smallest gear. And look, you know, the chain's real slack. Is it hitting up against there? No, it's just perfect. Because now we're going to do the front derailleur into the largest gear, and then we're going to take that down to the So here's the 2 biggest gears, and you don't want this thing just to be like totally, so that looks good. Because these are your 2 biggest gears. The chain's so big that this is the only slack in your chain. Okay, but now let's go just to some normal gears. Okay, yeah, you're looking good there. So here's kind of what your normal gear looks like. You would go down to there, flip up. You know, so you got this just nice chain tension. There you go, but then yeah, so perfect. All right, so I'm gonna say, gonna bring that down to there, bring that down to there, and say we're good to go. So let's see if this is a Shimano or what the hell type of chain it is. Let's see if it has a quick link. Do you see it? I don't even care. I'm just ready to get rid of this. All right. Oh, there it is. I was just like, yep, I don't know where this tool is. It's so small. But this, I'd buy this again. This is Park Tools. This is your cheapest, but it's fairly accurate. You know what I mean? Like, it's fairly quality. Just make sure it's all lined up. And if you wanna just practice your skills of like not backing it off all the way, you could measure, but yeah, that's perfect because you could actually put this chain on. So it's just good just to do that just from memory, just to be like, hell yeah, see, I can get that chain back in there. But you need just a small little nubbin, not too much nubbin, but if you have too little, it won't work at all. Okay, so, all right, get this the hell out of here. Now pay attention if this is your first time and you're just like, I don't even know how this thing goes in. Oh, that's the nubbins on that side. Ah, I swear I got confused. Okay, so we're gonna grab the, oh, damn it. Okay, let's get that over there. And, ooh, we gotta take our time now. Wow, gotta get that. I was pulling the wrong side, and now I'm still pulling the wrong side. I need to pull this side. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna get rid of this thing. All right, now I think I can just go nice and easy, just like a pulley. Okay, hell yes. And you don't want to get this too dirty because we're gonna measure the new chain because we got to, yeah, if you have a flat surface that's clean, damn it, should not have done that. All right, if you have a flat surface that is clean, now you can just measure your chain real easy. But you have to minus that link. You know, it's got to be 2 ends like that because you have a quick link. You know, that quick link's going to make up for that. All right. Where the hell is the quick link? Man, it's just taped in there. Oh, what the hell. Man, I hate when they were just like, no, you need scissors for this. You're just like, screw you. Okay, anyway. So, there you go. Whoa, what the hell? I mean, come on. Yeah, SRAM all the way. You know what I mean? I don't mind, like this, the frustration factor. And if it's an engineering thing, you might think you got the coolest engineered thing, but if you're just like, what the hell? It's just making my life a whole nightmare. I've never seen a SRAM, you know, quick link that needed to be wrapped up like it was an egg drop. Man, and it's just 2 pieces and they're confusing. You're just like, what? And you can mess it up. See, you can mess it up. You're like, which way does that go? You know what I mean? No one knows. You know, you need directions, and it's insane. The SRAM one is just totally straightforward. All right, but yeah, these chains. This is the only thing with new chains, is they're just grease magnets. This has actually got kind of a light oil on it though, but still, it's just hella greasy, and you don't want that. But anyway. The first thing you'd want to do is just clean your chain and just use wax. Okay, but there you go. So you got it. Whoa, that thing's got such big gears. It takes the entire chain. Oh, this is super. We don't even have to cut this. Okay, perfect. Let's just get it in there. So through the front derailleur. I don't know. Yeah, this is always a bugger. But yeah, drop it in. All right. Round she goes. over that one. And then, you know, this goes down here, so you got to go around that. And then, oops, through that one. See, but it's just real difficult. Okay, there you go. Oh, hell yeah, popped it out. Come on, come on, come on. Perfect, and then one more. Inexact science, but there you go. See, now that looks good. And then just put this just in between the frame, as long as it fits. Okay, let's do this one and done. I swear I just did this 2 weeks ago. Oh, I do not like this. And maybe you could just use a SRAM. I'd have to look that one up. Can I just use a SRAM quick link? And I don't know whether it should be on the inside or the outside. I'm going to put it on the inside because I don't know. You know, what would make the most sense? I don't know. But then you really have to push this, you know, outward. Holy, what the hell does this even look like? Okay, so there's your groove. So you slide one end into the groove. Okay, and then you push it the other direction, and then you try to catch the other one. Just all you have to do is just bend your chain just a little bit, and then it snaps in place. So maybe that is easier. You know what I mean? I'll get used to it, and I bet you can just pop it out the same way. No, I have no idea. So that's tricky. I like SRAM. I have no idea how to get that off there. Okay, and my hands are real greasy. So we're going to come in here with a little bit of soapy water. And I don't want that grease to hella go everywhere on this on all the different gears. So we're gonna get it into this top gear. Perfect. And all right, here's my rag for the chain. Gonna get that down there. Hell yeah. And we're just going to clean with ice wax, just a ton of this stuff. Just make sure it don't like squirt it into your rims. All right, that was a lot. And we're trying to just get rid of that grease. Yeah, keep grabbing a fresh surface, trying to circle that grease through. Just want the wax. All right, and then repeat. I do this like, just go fast, but do it 3 times. You know what I mean? Use some product for them, because you're trying to. Well, if it's all greasy, you're trying to push out all that grease and dirt, and then get that wax in. Maybe I'll just do it twice and call it good. But if you roll these, then that'll kind of circulate the grease through. But anyway, and again, you know what I mean, a lot of the grease is in between, so I don't know, do whatever you can. I think we're just going to call this, kind of dry it out as much as possible. But if it's on this last gear, hell yeah. Then I mean, if you were really worried about it, you could come down to a smaller gear, and then come in here, and then just wipe off all that extra grease. Look at that. I mean, you don't want that on your smaller gears. That'll just turn into mud. Yep, same thing here. You can just wipe off all your pulleys. Oh, and on this one, I probably should have cross-chained, because then you could wipe off that taller gear. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, we're almost done. We're just gonna check the shifting. Oh man, I need to get this thing a little higher. My hands are a little greasy, so take your gloves off if you're going for the handlebars. But anyway, we're just gonna push it up, pop it down, and we're just gonna check the high, the low. Okay, and then just check where it lands. All right, that looks good. You don't even need to shift up to check the low. Or this is the low gear. This is the high gear, drops in, this is the low gear. So it doesn't push into the chain. I mean, it doesn't push into the spokes. So that's good. All right, and let's just see how it shifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would rather have it good on the way down and a little bit slower on the way up, because you push it up with the chain tension. But I want it to drop down fairly decent. And it drops down maybe too decent. So now here's what you can do. You can always bring it up to a higher gear and then just get rid of the tension. And then I would move these. It'll just make it so much easier. We're just going to tighten it. So we're going to go 1, 2. That was like kind of 1, 2, 3. So now it should go up a little easier. 1, 1. Oh no, I went the opposite way. Damn it. I need to loosen this. 1, 2, and then I need to go 1, 2. Okay. So now I put some tension in the cable. So now it should go up easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can still make more tension in that cable. 1, 2, and it drops down fairly easy. But it doesn't drop down the same. And I kind of want it to drop down easy. And it climbs just fine. Perfect. So I'm going to be good there. Now for this one, we're going to go to that gear, and then we're just going to pop it up. Okay, so I can't pop it up, and there's a lot of friction. Okay, we're going to do it. The front derailleur cable is always the most frictiony thing in the world, because I don't know if you just got to push more on it, but yep. But let's just tighten it up. So anyway, so here's your front derailleur. Man, that thing won't even move. That's crazy. It looks like someone wanted to move it. So we need some pliers. So you come in here, and we're just going to try to loosen this. Loosen the goose. What the hell? I don't know why. Okay, now, okay, I was just like, what the hell? Okay, so if we loosen this, it tightens the cable, and now we might just be good to go, because now we click up, and the high-low screws has no bearing on getting it into this second gear. Cable tension does. See how when I go to hit the front shifter, I have to take up all that slack? Well, to take up that slack, you can unscrew this, but anyway, we're so far gone on this that we need to come in and just reset that tension. So if I don't have to go OCD on this and not replace every cable, this is what you would do. You're gonna come in here, and you're going to just put some tension on this cable. And let's see if we can even do that. So we're going to loosen it and try to pull on it. See, it's loosened, and I'm trying to pull on it, and I can't pull any more tension. So this is what you do. Then you use your high-low screws in kind of a cool little fashion. Whoa, they make you... No, that's good. That is good that you have to use like a 4mm. I just don't have one. No, there it is. There's the 4. No, you need a 3. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but okay, and then this says high and low. So this is your low, and then the low's right there. So now we're going to tighten this in. See how that gives slack in that cable. So now I got that tightened in. So now when I go to loosen this cable, I can tighten this cable. That was the whole thing. When I go to loosen this bolt, I should be able to pull some extra tension. See, just that much more tension. Perfect. And that was probably too much. So I'm just going to go kind of easy on it. And now I'm going to have to... I don't have to adjust that at all, because the whole idea was like, can I... Oh, this is really buggered up. No, that's in 2. Yeah, this whole shifter thing is effed. Weird. There is so much tension in it. Oh, we're just going to have to overhaul it before we break that shifter. And I really do not want to break that shifter. There's nothing worse than trying to go buy a new shifter. So just take all this crap out, see how it works. Or we're going to have to cut this cable. So cut it right where it's smooth. Oh no, that just goes around there. But here, it slides through there and pops up. So I'm just going to cut the cable right there. Because we'll have to go through that hole. Perfect. Man, you just got a lot of, so those two holes. And do I like where it is? Hell yeah, it's long enough. It's perfect length. So I like the length of it. So let's rip it out. And let's see what was up. Yeah, so we took all the tension off it now. And does this thing even work? Yep, okay, perfect. So now, these are a bugger. Holy Toledo. Because it's like wrapped around. Hopefully it's just that screw. That would be amazing if it was. Telling me I just need to undo that screw. I don't think so. Yeah, no, that's the one. Okay. I need a small screwdriver. Ah, shoot. I gave away my small screwdrivers the other day. I had them right in here. Here was the tools. I had small screwdrivers. So that was... bummer. Yeah, the leg's a little slow. So, all right, let's see if we got small screwdrivers. Yeah, there's that one. Okay, that should be good to go. Yeah, the knee's a little unstable, so it's just good to practice walking upstairs. All right, can we get this screw? It don't want to come, man. Holy Toledo. It's still like I need a smaller screwdriver. Damn. See what they do to you? Okay, so that pops off that's it, you know what I mean? But now you can, oh, this is so simple. Good, so now we can get that out of there. Is that a bug? Just a piece of grease. No, I think it's a bug. Okay, so you're just trying to pop this out, so you turn the head sideways, put a little tension on it. You know, but yeah, this is your tool. If you got to have a tool like this, else your life's just going to be madhouse. All right, stainless steel, hell yeah. We do it right at this bike shop. Anyway, yeah, I definitely invested $400 into these stainless steel cables, but I got them at the best online price, so yep. But everything else, hell yeah, I'm going to go to the bike shop for. Let's see if I can, a lot of bugs, get this in here without just totally screwing over. Hey, I mean, if you're going to screw over this cable, we'll screw over like the first little bit. Who cares? You know what I mean? So, oh, yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can just make it go. Oh, hell yeah. This is how they like make springs in a factory. You just tell that metal where to go. Okay, perfect. And then, so here's the pro tip. You know what I mean? You just only pull it in until it don't hit the ground. Because, yeah, one, you want to oil this cable. And, so, we'll at least make sure, I mean, just a little bit. I don't know. But there you go. Got a little oil on it. But yeah, we are going to replace this. And there might not be too much friction in here. I just don't know. There might be. It's just like, what the hell? Why was this so awful? Okay, those are just going to explode everywhere. All right, let's spin this a couple times. All right, hell yeah. And make sure you have a fresh end. So do we have a fresh end? I'll do another one. All right, is that fresh? I'll do another one. Well, I don't know. There you go, there you go. Whoops. All right, fresh end number 1. And this is a perfect length, so we'll just go here. All right, that's garbage now. All right, so we got some new housing in here. Holy Toledo. All right, and then those 2 ferrules, 2 fell out, so, but oh, I should have put them back instantly. Yeah, those are the new ones. I don't see the other one. It wasn't that one. This one's not new. And I like these Clark's ferrules. I don't know, they're just simple. They're lightweight. They're not introducing extra friction, for the love of God. Okay. And then we'll try to just oil all this in one go. Just a little WD-40. Hell yeah. So now the fact that this wasn't on the floor, this is perfect. It's nice and clean. And we'll just feed it through. Perfect. All right, so it fed through. Damn it, I forget how it went. But I think it was just on the outside of everything. Oh, hell yeah. All right, and just keep shoving it in. But don't let it hit the ground. Don't let it hit the ground. So we're just going to there. Hell yeah. Okay, perfect. Get on our little wheel device that don't work because it's Harbor Freight. No, we love Harbor Freight. But, yeah, half their crap. I mean, it's not them. It's just, yeah, we were just like, yeah, you make something in China and we'll buy it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Okay, then we're just going to pull that nice and easy. All right, nice and easy, cheesy does it. And yeah, we got to come up through here. And then, perfect. So hell yeah. So now we just pull it the rest of the way through. Because we just go through basically there. But yeah, we're just going to pull that cable. Perfect. And then that'll keep your cable clean. So if you're just like, don't just pull your cable through and have it just sweep up all the dirt on the ground. That's insanity. Okay. And I'm going to do the 2 crimp method. So this is cool. What the hell is a 2 crimp method? Well, we're going to use 2 of these things. You know, one for now, one for later. So the 2 crimp method is like, this thing's slippery as. So I want to pull like right about there. Okay, so cut it, roll it over. Oh, damn it. Well, that's fine. No. I need these ones. OCD, baby. You know what I mean? You got to get your favorite tool in here. Do it your certain way. But anyway, and it's got a grip, though, because we want to put some tension on it. So smash that down. Smash that down. And smash the like button. Hell yeah. Okay, perfect. Got that. But this is do not put your tools there. Holy, for the love of God, you'll just totally forget them. But that's exactly where you're going to need them next. So that was a pretty good place to put them, I think. Okay. So booyah. So that's in place. Well, we can cover our bases now by installing this. We're just good to go. And yep, you know what I mean. It's on the first click. So this is click number 1. So that's good. put that. Was it snap in place? Oh, for the love of God. Okay, so, okay, perfect, perfect. Hell yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, you did not. Whoa. Okay, it's right there, but yeah, you gotta take your time. You know what I mean? Any small screw, holy Toledo. You should have something, you'd be like, hey, it's small screw time. Take off your gloves, you know what I mean? You know, anytime you're dealing with a small screw, you're just like, okay, small screw time. Take an extra minute. I'm gonna take a whole minute to get this thing in. Design like a whole, you know, because this don't like, that's the worst. So, but just do what you need to do to make sure that screw just don't fall out. Yeah, take 10 minutes if you need to, because it took me 24 hours to clean my whole garage to not find a hydraulic bleed screw. I took off the bleed screw of an old Hayes brake, and I probably swept it up because I cleaned this entire garage and sorted through all the dust that I swept up. My God, I did not find it. So that's small screw time. Okay, so we're going to tighten this all the way. Perfect. And now we're just going to put some tension on. And we already got that crazy tension, so we got to be careful. Because if we go to tension this tight, so if we come in here and make it tight, I might have to loosen it a bunch, and that would suck because it would put a crimp in the cable. So we're just going to come in here and kind of make it loose, and then just like tension it only like 10%. And now we're going to come in here and lower this screw to see if it takes up the slack, and because there should be a gap there. Hey, there's too much gap. Okay, yeah, there's way too much gap. So we're going to tension it just a little bit, and we're going to use the other tool. This tool is just way easier for quickly setting some tension. But yeah, hell yeah. See, I can grip this real good. So now I can come in here, loosen it, grab a little bit more tension, barely tighten it. All right, and then I can loosen this low screw to see if it sets the tension kind of where I want it, you know. But that's not even the one. This is the one. You come up here and then click it one time, and then that should, so that first click, so no, there's so much slack in that cable. So let's go back to here, tension this up. I would just go till it touches. So that's kind of the first place to go. Go till it touches. Come in here, loosen this, and there you go. And that's probably too much tension now, because now when we back this off, now I might be satisfied, but I think we need at least enough tension on this so that when we pull this cable, it's not going to slip. And I think it just is slipping right through. What the hell? I don't even think this front derailleur moves no more. What the hell? Oh. I don't know if I made that mistake or what, but whoa, this thing's gonna kill me. All right, so screw Harbor Freight. No, we're just pissed, but you know what I mean? It is such a crap design, but I like it. I like the stool a lot. But look at this. There's not even flat. It's so dumb. And then just like the worst, it's the worst. So how can we make it not the worst? Well, we really have to figure this crap out, like, immediately. So I think we come in here with, oh my God. I don't want to waste too many washers, but just, yeah, 1/4 inch washers. Come in here. No, they got to be bigger than that. Yeah, this stool is going to kill me, especially since I'm trying to rehabilitate my legs. So there you go. Grab a couple. Let's see, will 3 do? No, because they actually, you need them bigger than that. That's the thing. This is so interesting. All right, that hole will do it. And, my God, this thing's going to kill me. So, how many do we need? Yeah, that would be plenty. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I mean, this is just live. This is why we do this stuff, because the time to fix this is now. Else I'm just gonna fall over, actually really hurt myself. All right, so we're just trying to find some wood, you know what I mean, to make his little shims. Hell yeah! So there you go. Found some. We can just do this real fast. I mean, we don't have to go crazy, but we can go safe a little bit. All right, this is the size we want, because that's the hole we want. We can make them a little bit bigger. All right, there you go. Let's do it. All right, now I think we need to go the other direction, so we can just do them 2 at a time. But hell yeah. See that? Yeah, there you go. We're just gonna put that. I don't know, just something right there. That'll be like the measurer. Now let's find a way to actually cut these last 2, you know what I mean? Don't you just go like that? Hell yeah, I think that would work just fine. All right, so, you know, that probably looked hella dangerous, but, you know, we just used our noggin to figure out what the hell we wanted to do, and we did it. So we got our 6. I think that's all we need. Let's drill some holes, and let's fix this thing once and for all. All right, so we're at the drill press. Let's kick this over, and hell yeah, we got our Forstner bits, and we just need that size. What, 5/8? Sure. 5/8 is going to be just perfect. And I'll be a little safer with this, especially with Forstner bits. That thing will rip your whole life apart. So, yeah, don't want gloves. All right, and make sure you got ear protection. Okay. Get it so you can go through. Hell, we can get higher. There you go. Well, just right there. Because we'll use this. Okay, let's do it. That's all right, you know. It's okay to do something if you know what's gonna happen, you know. And then you can, yeah, you'd be like, yeah, I kind of knew that might happen, so I was okay with that. I think I'm done. I don't know. Is there more than 6 of those? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5, so we made an extra. Hell yeah. And this is just a one and done project, so we can put all our tools away. There's only a couple times where I'll put all the tools away, and especially for one and done projects. So, newspaper. Okay, and especially with these washers, we're done with all the washers. We kind of know exactly what we need, so let's get these back, get our life back in order. But holy, I'm just yelling. Get these off. All right, so perfect. We made our washers, so this will just be so much better. So that'll go there, and I mean, for the love of God, too, like these. I guess that's a lock washer. Okay, perfect. And is it give enough to actually... Yes, now we'll hold the... But let's just do one. Oh, bummer. I should have... Well, do what you need to do. I don't want to just undo that one. I don't know why. I'm going to zero that out, turn it to inches. We're just going to measure... What? Hey, I guess it's just half an inch. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, can we luck out? Whoa, that's a big one. Half inch? I don't think I have down to half inch. And... Oh, there they are. Hell yeah, let's do this. Let's see if that works. All right, that's tight. Yeah, I just want these to be like hella tight on here. That's it. That's all I wanted. Was just like, you know what I mean? When you tighten those down. Why is that moving? Damn it. Okay, so that is fine. Just throw some, you know, something in there to add friction. What would add the most friction? I think you were onto it, but maybe this, a screwdriver. A screwdriver would actually add more friction. There you go. So now we can tighten that down. Does it still spin? No, it don't. So now we just need to loosen it so it spins. All right. And I don't think it needs to spin that much, but let's test it out. I don't know. We can always loosen it more, but I just need them tight. Like, this whole design is just garbage. So, let's get it this direction. Get that out of the way. All right, let's do the next one. All right, that thing's gonna fall. Get that on there. Yeah, we got 5 to do. And this is just like doing bike mechanic work, you know what I mean? If you got 5 things to screw and replace, you know what I mean? Take your time, get them going. So now I can just tighten them until you can't spin it no more. And then that's... Well, let's kind of go over tight. Well, yeah, let's seal the deal. Get some friction in there. And then we'll back it off. All right, perfect. And that might be too much. I don't know. All right, get that on there, get that in there. But that is kind of what I like about Harbor Freight stuff is like, yeah, you're just like, yeah, I'm okay with the price. It's real cheap. And then I'll make it better. Oh, hell yeah, this one's going to tighten up real nicely. Okay. Back it off just a little bit. Perfect. All right, 2 more, and we're going to be great. But yeah, if you don't want to do this, I just would not buy this. This is actually one of the things I would just... No, that is a terrible design. Look at that. You're just on a very small point. And maybe I could have just tightened these up and it would have been just fine. I have no idea. But now I know to tighten them up, you got to get friction on that. All right, good to go. One more. Well, yeah, let's see. Let's tighten this one up just to see if, like, no, you should have just tightened these up, and that's all you needed to do. At the end of the day, you just needed to tighten these up and actually get some friggin' tension on them. Okay, so that's got some friggin' tension. And, yeah, so maybe that is good. Maybe that's all I needed to do was just tighten those up. And maybe I put it together. I'm sure I put it together. So, yeah, that was just one thing where it's just like that lock washer did not tighten. But now, yeah, that does work. So, yeah, maybe these wood things were just a pain in the butt to make. But at least it was a solution. And I'm going to run with the wood things just for a little bit. Just because, man, I guess the lock washer just didn't work. Yes, it's a crap lock washer, that's for sure. You could, so if I do it again, I'll put on my own lock washer so they're not going to loosen up on me. But that's a real nightmare. I almost fell over. I fell over backwards like 3 times, and it's just like, no, actually, that I could kind of get hurt. Okay, there you go. But that is weird because now I can't even tighten these up very much. Let's see if this is a total nightmare now. No, I'm okay with it, but now I know what I can do next time. Okay, holy Toledo. All right, back to it. And we got to change batteries, catch you on the flip side. All right, hell yeah. Hopefully it's the home stretch, you know what I mean? Got the rear shifting. We're just spending extra time on this front shifting. So let's do it. And this, you know what I mean? This chair, holy Toledo, we had to fix that. Okay, here we go. And oh, we just messed this up, you know what I mean? I was just like, what the hell? So yeah, we did bugger up our cable now because this has to come out. So yeah, we do have a crimp in our cable. That's gonna drive me insane. Let's see. And that's my bad. So even just right now, I could throw a new cable in here. But just because this crimp in this cable, well, it's gonna tighten. And you need straight, strong cable, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's what I wanted to avoid. But maybe I can just throw a new cable in there, because I can always use this for like the... No, I don't have to. So there you go. So that goes right down there. Yeah, so it's a downward motion, you know what I mean? So there you go. And I don't know why and yeah, this is why you do this. So you make this extra hella long, so then you can grip it down here. So that part all is the same. You get it in there. Oh, get it lined up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. And this is good about videotape. If you're gonna videotape yourself taking apart something, that's all. You don't have to videotape yourself putting it back together, but definitely taking it apart, because you're like, wait, how'd that go? Okay. And even right now, I don't even know if the shifter's in the first gear. So put a little tension on that. Come up to our first gear. Okay, that's the first one. That's the second one. Hey, we got to the second one. And did we get to the first one? Barely. Perfect. So now what you can do is get it to the second one, hold it, click down, and then increase this thing. It's real easy if you do. If you let go, it's going to be harder to do that one. Okay, now click up. Nope. So now increase this tension. Okay, click up. Ah, it still doesn't go. Okay, so now we're going to screw this in all the way and put just a little bit more tension. So yeah, I'm just gonna screw that just a little bit. So that this will help, because now when we undo this, we can just get a little bit more tension. I don't think we can get any more tension. There we go. So I'm just going to tighten this just a couple more. I don't know. Hopefully it's working. All right, tighten it. Almost final answer. I think we're just about there. Okay, we're gonna loosen this all the way up. Hell yeah, so that looks good. So we totally loosened that. Let's see if we can get up to that second gear. We basically can, but barely. Perfect. That's exactly what we want, because now we'll click it down once, adjust that tension. Same thing. Adjust this. Perfect. It's kind of interesting. Let's see what's going on. So we click up, and we got there, and it's rubbing. So and it's okay to rub on that first one, but how about this? We'll go to the second one. We'll go all the way to this big one, and let's see if we can get it down. Yeah, we can get it down, so that's good. It's rubbing there, that's fine, because you're never in that gear. You're in these gears. You're in from there to like the first 4. Then you click up. But this thing, you can always click farther and then let it rest in. So it's kind of got that built in. That is kind of nice thing about these. But this is where your tension's too much. Because if you're over here, it's already rubbing in that one. So now you actually have to kind of tighten this up. You got to tighten the cable to where, you know, it's not rubbing in that gear. That's craziness. And it's okay if it's rubbing in that one, you know what I mean? But at least the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, let's test it again. See if we can go down. Yeah, you can go up. Okay, you're rubbing there. No rub there. So you can actually, no, that's, we wanted to loosen it as much as possible. Because here it was rubbing on the inside. But in this gear, it's rubbing on the big one, that's okay. And it's not rubbing on the inside, so I like that. So we could actually go just a little bit tighter if we wanted to, but I'm gonna keep it there because I love how this shifter, you can click it up a little farther and let it relax back in. That is the nice thing about grip shift. You can push farther and let it relax back in. On index shifting, it's just click, and it's just, you can't go farther. Well, no, I think they built it into index shifting too. Okay, but there you go. So I'm satisfied with the front derailleur, but we should just take a look to see if, you know, it's too high or too low. Yeah, it's a bit high, but whatever. It should just be a 1 millimeter away. Whoa, 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 kind of hurting myself. All right, but let's get a wrench on here. And, hell yeah. And I don't know, you know what I mean? Is the front derailleur crooked as hell? Hell yeah, this front derailleur is crooked as hell. So we're gonna loosen it up. Damn it. Let's do it. Let's move this front derailleur where we think it should be. So we're going to loosen this front derailleur, adjust it so it's perfectly level that way. The other thing though is, you know, that it can go down just a little bit too. So we're going to lower it. Yeah, so we lowered it a little bit, and then we adjusted the angle. So yeah, we'll have to readjust the front derailleur, but this is all just good practice. So we kind of should have looked at that at the beginning, but anyway. So now our front derailleur is more in line. Let's tighten it up because we don't want it to move again. We'll click up to this highest gear. Yeah, now we can put a little more tension in the cable. So we'll click down, put more tension in the cable, click up. We're not able to click it off. Yes, we are. So that's the other thing, is we're able to push this cable all the way off too far. So that's this high screw. So this is our high gear on this side, so we want to tighten that up. So I just did one crank around, and now we can get into that high gear, But it's still overlapping just a little bit. If you're adjusting this high gear, get it into the high gear, click it down even 2, because it'll just make this screw just so much easier. So we're gonna tighten it just like a 1/4 turn. Still clicks off, so we're just gonna tighten it a 1/2 turn. I feel like it's not even engaging, so let's click it up a lot. Okay, perfect. There you go. So we're gonna back it off now. There you go. So we can back it off. So I tightened it up real good. There you go. And I'm gonna tighten it a little looser. You know, it's only for the user that just really pushes it farther. If you just push it till it clicks, it works just fine. Okay. And it barely rubs there. So just even getting the derailleur lined up. Perfect. We can put a little more tension in the cable. Oh, less tension? I forget. Dang it. Yeah, that's kind of rubbing. Yeah, we definitely got to get rid of that rub. Wait, where's that rub coming from, though? It's not from the derailleur. Oh, what the hell? Ooh, this is not good. So this freewheel, like, you can't pedal backwards this bike. And then, man, it's gonna choke up the chain. What the hell? Why can't you pedal this bike backwards? Wait, what? What's up? Oh, I just wasn't even in that gear. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, back to normal. So I can tighten this cable. There you go. Okay, no rub there. Yeah, that's real good because it doesn't rub until like that one. Perfect. This one hopefully doesn't rub at all. Barely rubs there. And doesn't rub there. Love that. And then this one's just good to go. It rubs there. Perfect. Because that's what we want. And the other thing we want to check, just to make sure our cable don't fall off. So we can take this low, because we didn't adjust this. So we're going to take that, just bring it in just a little bit. We want it to fall, but we don't want it to fall off the chain. Okay, so we're good there. Hell yeah. All right. Holy Toledo. So that was kind of an overhaul of the front derailleur, but look, there's just no friction in the cable now. It's just easy does it. You know what I mean? It's just easy money to do the front derailleur. It's the one that I'd replace them both, honestly. Just the fact that I analyzed that there was no friction in this piece. It's usually that piece that's the most buggered up. But yeah, any of these new bikes, it's just worth it to switch up. I mean, all the housing if you can. I mean, that's basically kind of what we did. That's my tune. And hell, you know what I mean? You'll pay a little bit extra, but that's what you're gonna notice. Shifting and braking, hell yeah. Okay, we're almost done. So now we're just going through the safety checks. And crap, you should never do that before you actually check the crank arm. Because if this crank arm is just way out and then we're tightening it back in, yeah, we have to adjust the tension and the high and low screw. That's crazy. So don't do things out of order. But there's just a million tasks to do. So at the end of the day, it's just like, well, whoops. Who cares? But use the right tools for the job. Like if you're trying to get this, I don't know. But anyway, so here's my tool. Is it a 14 or a 15? We'll try the 14 first. Okay, perfect. 14. And it is all righty-tighty on this stuff. And you want a nice angle with this, nice small, so you can just grip. And then thank God that's tight. Okay. Get that cap right back on. Ah, damn it. Look at these. These caps just get busted up. So yeah, you might need a little JB Weld. Well, you're just gonna make a pain in the ass for the next person. But all right, didn't break that. I guess the other thing you could do is just grab onto this side too. Yeah, so, okay, perfect. This side you can turn. Okay, so that side I couldn't turn. This side, thank goodness, because I didn't have to want to check the front derailleur again. All right, get that back on there. But what I will do always is, hell yeah, let's get these pedals off. So the right side is lefty-loosey. And is it drive the pedals off? Yep, drive the pedals off. Because, you know, man, there's nothing worse. Look, there's no grease in here. We're just going to get a couple. I like this. I like how you can just go around twice. There you go. And I think that's going to be plenty. Just get it right in there. And now backwards to get it on. And I don't know, I wouldn't put too much tension on the pedals, but if you grease them, you can do whatever you want. But if you don't grease them, hell no, do not. So this is opposite, but if we're looking at it from behind, then it's lefty-loosey. Or just drive it off. These pedals, I don't care if they hit the floor. But I guess it's good to get your system where the last couple threads you can pop it out like that. I don't know, I guess this time I'll put the grease on this side because I can't just reach over there. I mean, just any amount of grease. Because holy Toledo. Alright, so this is also, looking backwards it's righty-tighty, but this is the left pedal, so it's opposite. But if I'm looking this direction, yes, it's righty-tighty. If I'm looking that direction, it's lefty-loosey. And pedal backwards to get it on. Alright, so it just kind of goes over your safety checks of, so we definitely need to get the front end. I'm going to say that's good. So whoever did this from the factory did a good job, thank God. And then we're just going to make sure that these are snug. But yeah, that I'm going to adjust. I think there's two on that one, but anyway. Yep. Because these handlebars, holy Toledo. This is crazy. This is why, you as the mechanic get the person into the perfect cockpit. Holy Toledo. This cockpit is so bad. Like handlebars down is just god awful. So we're actually gonna try to loosen all this crap. Just because we're gonna tweak it all. Alright, how do I loosen these? What the hell? I can't see under there. Oh, there it is. No, that was that one. Holy Toledo, how do you loosen these? I have to get off the bike. That's the other thing about shifters. They do their own thing. I can't even see. Man, oh, I'm gonna bust that fender. Holy hell. Okay. How the hell? Like, what is that? Is it a 4? Is it a 3? Man, you kidding me? All right, I guess it's a 3. What a pain in the butt, man. Okay, yeah, got that one. Holy Toledo. And they just put it in the worst spot. But on cheap bikes, I'd rather have grip shifters than I don't know what I'd rather have, actually. I don't know. Man, I don't want this to be 3 mil, though, and just friggin' hidden. Hell no. This is making my whole day just awful. Okay, thank God. Whew. All right, so now we can get this down. Get this out of here. Ooh, adjust the cockpit. So we're gonna loosen these up. Just do them a little bit at a time. Even on the loosen, you know what I mean? Okay, we can move them. All right, now you're just gonna hold the bars where you think they should be. Okay, well, let's start there. And I'm gonna get this seat down to where I think maybe the rider's gonna be. I don't know. All right, so yeah, you want to sit on here and then figure out where you want to be. Yeah, just a little. I'd have it a little up. See, I don't like the down. There is 2 up right there. That's too far up. I'm going to say that. Final answer. That feels good. It's up. Well, let's go down just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little more relaxed into it. Well, let's go down just a little bit more then. I mean, there's just a feel science for this. You know what I mean? You're just like, hell yeah. Like, this is exactly where I want. I'm just going to go down just a little bit more. I'm surprised how much farther I'm going down, though, you know. No, and now I'm going to go back up. And I like it. It's a little more aggressive, but it's up. It elevates you a little higher. So now I'm going to go back the other way. Yeah, I like it. It's more aggressive. And it puts you up higher. And we'll go down just a smidgen. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. It's the best of both worlds. And oh, look at this. Look at this. So, yeah, we got to loosen that crap up because this was tightened not at the same time. So the same gap there is the same gap there. Okay, perfect. And if you can go back and forth, you know, just squeak a little bit out. But this is a perfect tool because, yeah, you could over tighten it, that's for sure. But oh shoot, okay. So now what I want to do is get the brakes kind of tight so they'll stay. And we got to figure out where we want the brakes. Oh, okay. All right, I like my brakes just a little bit higher, but if I'm sitting upright, I just want to see the bottom of the brake pad just a little bit. I'm looking at 2 different. No, there you go. And then just make sure they feel the same. All right, final answer on that. Oof, my leg. And these are just components. They don't need to be hella tight, you know what I mean? This is your 4. Whoops, that kind of moved. Let's see if it's all right. Damn it. Ah, it feels even. Whoa, now let's find that. All right, find that. Whoa, shoot. All right, let's tighten down this shifter pod. All right, found it. All right, I guess now that I know where this is, I don't have to like find it every time. Okay, perfect. And I just tightened it with that, but I went pretty tight, so hopefully that shifter don't move. I don't think it's going to. All right, hell yeah. And sweet. All right, so this is definitely over 2 hours, but we learned a lot, you know what I mean? We took our time on the brake pads. We overhauled a front derailleur cable housing, you know what I mean? We didn't have to replace cable and housing on the brakes, but we did make them run just oh so smooth. So hell yes, let's get a test ride going, and let's call this a tune. And I hate fenders because with fenders you can't do this with the bike, you know, totally vertical. You'll run into that fender. So just be careful with that. Alright, always do this on the sidewalk, else you will just run in the back of a car because you're just going to be staring straight down that you're like shifting. But oh, you just it's butter, you know what I mean? There's just no friction in the brakes. The shifting is just friction free. This front derailleur, oh hell yeah, you know what I mean? I'm getting flushed. Whew, this is just amazing. Okay, so hell yeah, let's shift that front derailleur up again. And people are honking at us. Hell yeah. That's just my parents. Can't, but no, that's good. It's good to have people honking at you. So, all right. There you go. But, here, let's get going. All right, let's do some. Hell yeah! My leg can take a. Here we're gonna raise this seat up because that's the other thing. We did not grease this. You know, this thing's kind of a bummer. But you know what? At the end of the day, we can do that next tune. You know, it's hard to do. Well, okay. See how hard that is to do. But we'll see. But we do have to check that. No, that seat's plenty tight. Everything's plenty tight. See, there is some safety stuff. I don't know, yeah, checking the seat's always good. But yeah, we want this nice tall seat because my leg is post-surgery. And we want to get up to speed. But this is great. This is a week and a half after surgery, biking around. All right, so that high gear, that works real good. A lot of little sounds, but I think that's just from the fenders. So we could check the fenders. Ooh, that shifts down so buttery. And we got the new chain on. Hell yeah. Shift it down again. Ooh, it shifts. So that front derailleur is just awesome. Now, how about the rear derailleur? You know what I mean? Let's go into the easy gear. The easy gear is where you tension the derailleur into the easy gear. That's why the easy gear on the back is so easy. But when you're trying to have it fall down to pedal faster, you're already pedaling faster. You want that rear gear to fall down, and that's why the friction in your shift, that's where the friction in your cables don't allow you to have that derailleur fall down into a harder gear. So I would rather have it fall down faster. Anyway, oh, and the brakes are great. So hell yeah. So this thing's money honey, and we're all set. All right, keep it on the sidewalk so you don't run into the back of a car. We're gonna test the brakes out. Hell yeah, just nice and crispy. All right, this has been great. Such a great bike, such a great tune. All right, hell yeah. And we're gonna go throw it on the rack again, maybe tackle this, and then figure out what we're charging. All right, catch you on the flip side. All right, hell yeah. Okay, one last thing. We're gonna make this collar just work so much better. So we're gonna get rid of the seat. And I don't mind the seat. And yeah, should we make these little things? You know what I mean? We did the other day. So get some scissors, you know what I mean, just cut a little square and then just throw it on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you know what I mean? And then the collar goes on, and then it keeps, I don't know, that was just something from, yeah, I don't know if I want to do it. You don't have to do it. But this is what I would do. Hell yeah. See, there's so much look how much friction that is. That's crazy. It's just moving. That's insanity. So what you want to do is I would for sure just unscrew this side, because we want to make for sure the threads. So yeah, grease the threads. Go around twice. But yeah, you're just going to grease, just throw a little grease in there. I would rather have grease and dirt in there than just nothing at all. So there you go. So that one's going to go back on. And now you're going to be good there. And, let's see. Should I have, even just a little bit of grease right there. And then move it around. Hell yeah. And then definitely just a little bit of grease right there. And a little bit of grease right there. You don't need much. Hell, look at that. Now it just works so much better. But the trick of the trade is, throwing a little WD just right in there. Wipe down the excess so it don't get the hell everywhere. Okay, perfecto. Wipe down the excess. A little alcohol. And just the slightest amount of grease. Where's my grease gun? Just right here. Just get it in there. And then just go around. Okay, excellent. So that goes on. See, it just feels so much better. Now, I don't know what side it was. Was it on this right side? I think it is. I think you want it on the right side. else you would have to take this out and then put it on the other side. Anyway, let's get a little more grease. And then we'll just lightly grease in here. And I would go real light. I mean, it's something where, yeah, I don't want much grease at all, because whatever grease pops out of there is just going to be grease on your pants. And so there you go. You just don't want it to seize up. But there you go. Perfect. It goes nice and smooth. And then check this out. It'll just be so much more tension. I guess it's so lubricated that this collar you got to set in there. But anyway, so we're going to get our seat maybe where we want it. But look, yeah, it just works so much easier. It's the first or last thing you can do on a tune-up. You know what I mean? If a bike comes in, you got to put it... Well, I would do it last because it makes the collar maybe pop off too. But there you go. It's just real easy to do, and you just have tons of friction. Okay, perfect. So final answer on that. Get the seat where I think they're going to ride it. I think... Whoop, 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 whoop. I'd say right there. And hell yeah, that works so good. Okay, booyah. All right, so we're done. I need to pop my head in to see what the hell time it is. All right, it's only 2:30, and I swear I started after 12. We'll see how much footage this is. It's probably over 2 hours, though. It might be right at near that 2-hour mark. So, how to tune a bike in 2 hours. Now, could you have done this in an hour? Yeah, just don't. Just adjust things. That's the thing. It's just like, yeah, if you're tuning it up and just call it, we're just adjusting your shifting, or we're just, well, making your bike feel brand new. Yeah, that's what I like, and that only took an extra hour, you know what I mean? And I don't think you can actually, I don't know, yeah, you can adjust a bike in an hour. You can get the tires inflated. You can barely true a wheel, you know, in the, don't take them out, you know, don't adjust hubs. You can adjust, yeah, you could do those adjustments. You could adjust a hub. You could true a wheel just barely, you know what I mean? You could adjust shifting so it actually shifts. You could even replace the chain, just like we did. And you could adjust brakes. But that does not include overhauling, you know what I mean, that front derailleur. That doesn't include, I don't know what else. But anyway, taking the time with the front brakes, you know what I mean. Just being like, well, they were good enough. So, yeah. And now this bike... You know, it'll just be like this for its entire life. That's the thing people don't realize. It's just like, this bike was never ridden anyway. And it's going to get like hardly any use. Like those brake pads will last for 10 years. And they're just perfectly positioned. So you have, you know, the chain's going to last for 10. Everything's going to last. It's going to be a brand new bike, but it's going to last. It's going to have that brand new feel for like 10 years from now. Just because it was tuned once. Like real good. All right, so what would I charge for that? Well, let's see. You know, I guess I just want $100, and I'll throw in the chain. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it's gonna be. I think the chain only cost me 10, and even the noodle. I threw in a noodle for $1, and then yeah, I threw in a shifter. I threw in a new shift and shift housing. So I usually. If I do it all, it's $5 for each shifter, $5 for each brake. So that's only $15. So yeah, I'm charging $85 for the tune, and that's but we'll see. You know what I mean? What would be the lowest I could get this off here for? Would be $50. It would just be that $2,002. Yeah, I did a $40 tune-up, and I remember even in 2010 or whatever, whenever I tuned bikes, it was like 2013. yeah, you could still come in and get like a $35 bike tune-up, and you're just like, what? What? 35 bucks? So anyway, bike tune-ups are now just $100 bill to get you started. But yeah, you saw all the effort that I put into it, and you get something that's not worth a whole lot of money, but you get it feeling good. So yeah, I don't know. So my price on this would be 50 bucks to 100, and I'm tuning up like 3 other bikes for my brother. So we'll see if we kind of even that out, be like, you know, to make it sound good. But anyway, no, I would charge $100 for the tune that I did, and then plus materials. So at the end of the day, that's a pretty good day for me. But since it only took me 2.5 hours, I only have to charge myself $25 an hour plus materials. So yeah, so I could really get this out the door for you know, 65, 75, 70 bucks. So but anyway, all right, that does it for the 2-hour bike tune. Let's do another one, and that's a video.